Hey guys, greetings of the day. So today we are going to discuss a new topic that is the company name is Aliens Group. It's a real estate company. It's a big company in India. They are hiring for talent acquisition. So before going to the channel, just if you are new to my channel, kindly subscribe it, share and like. To subscribe, click on the bell icon to get subscribed and stay tuned with new updates also. So they are asking experience 1 year to 6 years. Okay, location Hyderabad. Okay, and good to have school they mention here. Succession planning, candidate sourcing, onboarding, leadership hiring, recruitment. So they mention job description, what you will do. We are looking for a talent acquisition specialist for our leadership hiring. Source candidates from job portals. As you know, the job portal will be Naukri, Shine, Monster, LinkedIn, Indeed, local apps also. So second, start listing for testing. Administer psychometric test. Evaluate results. Shortlist for interviews. Candidate interviews. Coordinate with interviews and coordinate joining process. Okay. So a talent specialist manages the entire recruiting cycle. The process can be a bit more involved that is seen from the outside. Of course, what each person will do varies depending on company size and responsibility level. So this is a generally speaking. A talent acquisition specialist in a smaller company will wear more hats. Here are some of the duties you will expect to see from a talent acquisition specialist. Job description preparation. So you have to prepare job description. Job description need to be written by experts in specific field and an expert in recruiting. The hiring manager is the field level expert and the talent acquisition specialist is the recruiting expert. Job description need to comply with all relevant laws as well as containing information about the vacant position. Depending on where you live, references to age, gender or other characteristics may be illegal. Additionally, specific word choice can influence who applies. The number of qualification or influences the number of qualifications also influence the who applies by gender. Men will apply when they meet 60% of the requirements, while women generally don't apply until they meet 100% of the requirement. A good talent acquisition specialist knows that putting in 40 requirements that are not absolutely critical just serve to reduce the number of female applicants. Every job description should be reviewed and polished by expert in recruiting with input from the subject matter expert. Next, candidate sourcing. The talent acquisition specialist finds candidates. Sometimes this is an easy task. Post a job description on the company website and watch the job applicants roll. For some positions, the talent acquisition specialist must literally go out and find candidates. This can be in the form of a job fair or university visits or campus recruitment. Most though they rely on connections made in the field, working with specialized headhunters and working with the current employees to obtain referrals. Candidate screening. Once a talent acquisition specialist has a candidates, she need to determine which one meets the requirements and should move forward. When jobs have multiple applications, this can mean more time is spent rejecting candidates than expecting candidates for further review. Talent acquisition specialists often use applicant tracking system to manage the search, focusing on keywords. When the talent acquisition specialist curates applicants to a reasonable number, she then reaches out to provide additional personal screening. Traditionally, this is done through a telephonic call. Although texting is starting to rise, some companies have started to use artificial intelligence to conduct very basic candidate screening at this stage. But keep in mind that your AI is only as good as a programmer. Artificial intelligence screening bots can have biases just like humans can. As talent acquisition specialists will be monitoring any such screening, video conferencing is also possible. Typically, a talent acquisition specialist doesn't meet in person with candidate at this stage. Recommending candidates. When the talent acquisition specialist has selected and screened the candidate, she offers the information to the hiring manager. The hiring manager can decide who from this list she would like to interview. Naturally, the hiring manager may recommend people who come through non-traditional methods. The talent acquisition specialist should take these recommendations seriously, as the hiring manager is the field expert. However, she should also take care to ensure the company follows local laws and that the non-traditional candidates would be a good fit and meet the criteria minimum. Arranging interviews. This is an administrative task that often falls to the recruiting process. Depending on who needs to be involved, it can be a difficult task arranging schedules and making arrangements for anyone. Advising hiring managers. While the hiring managers for her superiors have the final say in hiring decisions, the talent specialist should train and guide managers through the process. There are many pitfalls, especially when it comes to discrimination laws, and managers hire infrequently. So, the talent specialist should ensure that any hiring manager is prepared to interview and then helps the manager evaluate the candidates. Makes a formal job offer. This can from the hiring manager and probably should, but the talent ensures that is written correctly with the correct salary and benefits information. They should work closely with the compensation department to help determine a market rate salary for the candidate. Handles onboarding. From the paperwork to helping the new employee feel at home in the new company, the talent specialist is there during onboarding period. She is the face of HR to the new employee, and so this is a crucial role in setting expectations of a new employee. Okay, reporting. Many countries have reporting requirements for recruiting and hiring, and the talent acquisition specialist is the one who keeps those numbers and does the required reporting. Participate in such succession planning. Companies should prepare for inevitable changes in leadership positions. As such, planning takes place, which includes not only training and development but hiring. When the talent acquisition specialist is part of the success planning team, she can work to hire someone who can work their way into the next position as well as to fill the role. So, last and least, managers candidates experience. This is not only important for hiring, but this is actually a public affairs role as well. The talent acquisition specialist regularly meets with the people who will never work for the company but could be potential customers, either as individual customers or as the B2B clients, business to business clients. Therefore, the talent acquisition specialist must treat candidates properly, as it is not only ensure a broader option of a candidate for hire but also improves the company's general reputation. So this is all about the Alliance Group hiring for the talent acquisition specialist. So if you are interested, kindly apply on it, and you can refer my name as an HR Abu 903 222 on your CV. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can contact me so we can go beyond. Bye bye. Thank you. We'll meet in the next interview, next roll off in the next video. Until that, don't forget, kindly subscribe my channel without fail. Bye bye. Good take care.